We live in an age of the instant. In 2026, our world is built on the foundation of speed. We have instant communication, instant gratification, and instant answers to every question. We have been conditioned to believe that waiting is a failure and that slowness is a weakness. But in this frantic rush for more, we have broken something fundamental within our souls. We have lost the architecture of Sabr. Most people think Sabr is a passive act. They think it means sitting in a corner, head down, waiting for a storm to pass. But in the language of the Quran, Sabr is an active, muscular state of being. The word itself comes from a root that means to bind or restrain. It is the act of holding your soul firm while the world tries to pull you apart. It is not the absence of action, it is the presence of internal stability. Sabr is the architecture of the believer's heart. It is what allows you to stand upright when the winds of life are blowing at hurricane force. Think of the mountain. The mountain does not wait for the wind to stop. The mountain simply is. It is anchored deep within the earth. In 2026, we are like autumn leaves blown by every headline, every notification, and every change in our personal circumstances. We have no anchors. This is why we feel so burned out. Burnout is not just about having too much to do. It is about having a heart that has lost its anchor. When you lose Sabr, you lose your center. You become a slave to your surroundings. The Quran mentions Sabr more than 90 times. This is not a coincidence. Allah Almighty knows that the human experience is one of constant friction. To exist is to face resistance. Sabr is the spiritual friction reducer. There is a beautiful type of sabri that the scholars call sabri jamila, beautiful patience. It is the patience of Yaqub alayhi salam when he lost his beloved son. It is a patience that does not complain to people but only to Allah. It is a patience that carries a smile on the face while the heart is tied to the throne of the Creator. How do we build this architecture in 2026? It begins with the realization that time belongs to Allah, not to you. We get frustrated when things don't happen on our schedule, but the believer knows that the command of Allah has its own perfect timing. When you practice Sabr, you are essentially saying, "Oh Allah, I trust your timing more than my own desire." This shift in perspective is the ultimate cure for anxiety. You stop fighting the river and start learning how to swim within it. There are 3 pillars to the architecture of Sabr. The first is Sabr in the obedience of Allah. It is the strength to wake up for Fajr when your body begs for sleep. The second is Sabr in staying away from sin. It is the strength to close the app, to lower the gaze, and to silence the tongue when the temptation is at its peak. And the third is Sabr during the trials of life, the loss of health, the loss of wealth, or the loss of a loved one. Each of these pillars requires a different kind of strength, but they all lead to the same result, a heart that is unshakable. In this quiet moment, I want you to look at the struggles you are facing right now. Do not look at them as obstacles. Look at them as the very tools Allah is using to build your Sabr. A muscle only grows when it is put under tension. Your heart is being put under tension so that it can hold more light. The struggle is not a sign that Allah has forgotten you. It is a sign that He is shaping you. He is building an architecture within you that can withstand the tests of this world and carry you safely into the next. As we move through 2026, let us stop asking for an easy life. Instead, let us ask for a heart of Sabr. Let us be the ones who can wait without complaining, who can work without rushing, and who can trust without doubting. Remember, the harvest does not happen the day you plant the seed. There is a long dark time in between where nothing seems to be happening. But under the soil, life is taking root. Your Sabr is that dark time. Trust the process. Trust the sower. Trust that what is meant for you will never miss you, and what misses you was never meant for you. Be still. Be firm. Build your architecture.